Canelo. I love his defense.
Ooh.
His defense. He's a very slick fighter and especially for that weight class. For the higher guys, he's in there moving like a featherweight.
Yeah, he's not much taller than you actually, but he's fighting these huge fighters.
He has good body shots. Everything about him, like I love everything about him. His jabs, his body shots, his movement, his footwork. He's very slick.
Where do you have him in your top 5? I'm sure like
I have him number 1 pound for pound.
And when we're talking how we started the podcast about the name Against the Ropes, right? Mm-hmm. And how only good fighters do well against the ropes. Canelo's one of those that if he's against the ropes, he's trying to set up that uppercut.
Yeah.
If he's against the ropes, he's trying to get you to the body, and well, he dropped Kirkland against the ropes, and he dropped the Liam kid against the ropes.
That tall one, didn't he drop Rocky against the ropes, or Rocky was against the ropes?
Rocky was against the ropes
before the fight started.
He dropped him like 3 or 4 times.
No, yeah, one of them he was, but I think the ones that was like the most was the one with Kirkland and with Liam Smith. Like he was against the ropes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when you're against the ropes
against Kirkland, they came out.
Yeah, that shit was. That was the first time he dropped them. The second, the last, he dropped them like 3 times, right?
Yeah.
And the last one, Kirkland was against the ropes.
Yeah.
But the first one, he was against the ropes and an uppercut, and he literally landed on his knees. Mm-hmm. So that's
turning a negative into a positive, man, against the ropes.
What do you
I know you asked about the name before we started.
What do you think about Lomachenko?
He's cool, but I don't think he's up there. I think he's top 5 pound for pound, not top 3. Or don't they got him as like number 1 or something? Or number?
I think they have Terrence Crawford as number 1. No?
ESPN has all their.
You gotta look at the resume, Canelo's resume compared to Loma.
Yeah.
Loma shouldn't even be top 10. Compare his to.
But the thing is, you say he's cool, but what was gonna be the but?
I don't feel like he deserves to be up there. Like
on the rankings and stuff like that.
Compare his resume.
I can see that.
Look who Canelo lost to. Look who Lomachenko lost.
Saliva, the goat. Saliva.
That guy has the craziest story in boxing. Man.
I know.
Someday we'll talk about it
on Netflix.
He got arrested for stealing beer.
That's the last one, dude.
That guy's wild. He got caught with Glambuterol like 4 times. I don't know.
Eddie Guerrero. That's a lie, cheat, and steal.
But he beat Lomachenko, man.
Hey, that fight was dirty, though. Let's be honest. That fight was fucking dirty.
Yeah. I was so surprised Loma didn't do anything about it. I was like, but that's lack of experience.
I think that's lack of experience, and it's different in the amateurs than in. So he's just.
You ever face a guy like that? Just like dirty ass fool that just does some weird shit when he's on the inside.
I'm that guy.
Not fight. If I have to be.
He's like, I'm the one hitting him below the hips and shit.
Nah, just a sparring. Just learn you got to do it back. You can't sit there complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that sparring. Do you? Because I was talking to Johnny about that. I was like, hey, ¿qué tanto le echas
Johnny Gonzalez.
Johnny Gonzalez in sparring. He's all like, if they hit me hard, I just give them back what they gave me. Like, or if are you that same way, or do you just go in?
I work how I work, man. I'm working at my level, at my rate, and if they want to sit there and play patty cake with me, I'm gonna sit there. I got the same mentality I got for a fight. You in my way, and I just gotta get you out of there. Yeah. But if I'm sitting there about to knock him out, I'm gonna save him because I need to work.
There you go. Do you record sparring the way? Because we know we talked about this before on the show that back in the older times, usually whatever happened inside sparring or in the gym stayed in the gym. But now a lot of people are starting to.
They did record it though. They just didn't release them until now.
There you go. Yeah,
you can see the La Hoya sparring Chavez. You can see Tyson.
Well, they recorded, but like we say, they didn't release.
Yeah, recording for promotional purposes and also to learn off of, not just only promotional purposes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So if you knock somebody out on sparring, would you put it up on your Instagram?
Nah.
What happened in training today?
If it's a fight, I'm not scandalous.
It's not a training video?
That's wild. That's wild. A lot of the dudes do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, they call themselves sparring champions, and they go harder in the fight than in the sparring than in the fight.
Interim sparring champion.
That's crazy.
In recess.
In recess. Seriously, because they're always injured.
Franchise.
No, it's impossible.
What do you think about that? Because it is like the new school of boxing now. The internet, right? You suffered a loss. Did you see that more people were like talking on the social networks or YouTube or the comments or this and that? Because it's different now, man.
I try to stay away from all that, reading the comments, and I don't like reading hateful comments, or when I see the comments, I'm just reading positive stuff only. That's my vibe. Always keep a positive mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nothing bring you down.
Oh, that's true because, like, I mean, everybody's always had opinions. Yeah. But now
they got a platform.
Now they got a platform where they can put it, and no one's gonna really like do.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Zone does that, where they actually like the fighters go and they confront the fan or whoever like wrote a nasty comment.
What? That's what you should do with Jesse Vargas. Bring him here.
Yeah, and don't even give him a warning.
That's the guy.
Get him. That's him.
But people are so sensitive nowadays. Like, if I told Jesse, dude, I thought you lost to Broner, I bet he'll get so butthurt about it.
Yeah, he would.
But it's
like,
like, dude,
see.
that's my truth. Like, I saw the fight, dude. Your face was swolled up. But
Yeah,
and that's the truth, right? It's a fact.
But not everybody would get butthurt about it.
everybody
I
get
feel like
butthurt.
someone would be like, maybe that's you, but Jesse does look like he would like cuss you
Yeah,
out.
but it's like, why would you get butthurt if someone's telling
Broner
you the
was
truth?
controlling only when he wanted to, though. But
Yeah, the last few rounds.
Yeah, the last few rounds. Just Broner just wastes too much.
But I don't know. I never understood that. Maybe their parents weren't tough with them, or maybe their circle, all they say is yes, man. But
that's literally
sometimes you gotta
Broner's
fucking
circle.
tell them.
Yeah.
It is, huh?
It really is.
No,
They were telling him he was beating
God,
Pacquiao
no.
in between rounds, remember?
Yeah.
He was
Like-
asking. He was saying, I'm winning, huh?
They're like, yep.
Yeah.
They're like,
gotta-
yeah, just give us a check. Yes,
Everybody on
yours.
the payroll.
Just give us a check.
How important do you think that is, like, to be entertaining? Like, even if it's talking shit at sometimes, or being entertaining, even at the weigh-ins or with your ring entrance, like we mentioned before. How important do you think that is?
It's very important as much as the fight, because we're not only professional boxers. We entertain people. We're professional entertainers, so you gotta keep them entertained and give them the best of both worlds. Like, you owe it to the fans for supporting and all that.
You're gonna come out like Stone Cold.
With the 2 beers.
That would be
Two
sick.
beers.
2 Sprites, you mean?
2 Capri
Or
Sun.
like Eddie Guerrero with the lowrider.
That would be sick if we did that. We got a guy that has a lowrider. Man. Any other ideas for ring entrances that you...
Nah, it's just that one with Fuerza Rey. That's my top one, man.
What song is that again, bro?
Their main song they got famous off of is Radicamos de South Central. They got famous
shit.
off of that.
Are they from around here or what?
Nah, they from like the IE up there.
Oh,
or something.
okay.
Yeah, but
Nice.
they hot right now, man.
We'll
I'm
play that
telling
for the outro.
All right.
We don't want to
I'll
get
have it.
copyrighted, man.
I'll have it ready.
Only less than 30 seconds, please.
We got time.
All right, what else is going on? What fights are you looking forward to? Boxing.
you. For boxing, the rematch with AJ and Andy is set already, isn't it?
It's
No.
not
That's
yet.
what they keep saying.
Negotiating though, but it looks like it's gonna happen, isn't it?
Yeah,
if
it
it
seems like
happens,
it's
what
gonna-
happens?
I just want Andy to prove to everybody why he's up there, man.
They're saying Cardiff, huh? Wales.
Yeah, Andy keeps saying that he wants it over here, but it seems like Eddie Hearns
Hearns.
wants it over there. Like,
Yeah.
he's set on having it over
Yeah,
there.
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but who
Hopefully it happens
He's
this year,
a
man.
champion though.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
who has more power to decide where it takes place?
He
Well,
calls the
I
shots
think
now.
AJ though, because
Whoever writes the
there was
checks.
there was a rematch clause to begin with.
Yeah.
So if there was a rematch clause, I'm pretty sure everything in that rematch clause
Yeah.
meant AJ still chooses what happens, regardless of who has the belts. Even if obviously if there was a rematch clause, it meant if AJ loses, which he did. But it still means he's gonna pick.
Yeah, Andy just wants to win in public court. That's all it is. If you tell that to people, who do you think where the rematch should be? Oh, it should be in New York. It shouldn't be in Cardiff.
I think it's just fighting out of country is a climate change is something different.
Well, it's
It don't-
terrible.
Yeah,
15-hour
Well,
flight.
you could
not
tell
even
it,
that.
You could tell it messed with AJ. It
Well, but
definitely messed with him.
Andy Reese has
Yeah.
a big reason why he shouldn't go to England anymore because
Dillian White.
because of Dylan White. So,
Dillian White.
so last week, Dylan White was supposedly caught with some sort of banned substance, but they still allowed him to fight even like a week before.
Yeah.
After knowing that, so what do you think? How is that? Like, how do you see that?
Yeah.
Man, I seen what's his name, Andy Ruiz tweet about it. He
Yeah,
said
he's
it's
like,
setup.
it's a trap.
It's a setup.
Yeah,
It's a setup.
so
It's a setup.
He's like,
he
it's a
stays
trap.
out here.
Usually we do the setups.
Yeah. To me, it seems like for all parties, there's always going to be someone that's not happy. But, I mean, as a champion, and you see this thing going down, like, outside of the ropes, like, it has to happen in MSG. But, yeah, it seems like it's going to go back to Cardiff.
I go to Cardiff, and if I'm Andy, I'm like,
They
give me a
should
rematch
do
clause
it
in
in
case I
Vegas.
lose,
Oh, yeah, there you
and
go.
then we could do it wherever we
Turn it
want for
into
the
a
number
trilogy,
3.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
in Vegas, man, that's where
But-
that's
That'd be
everybody's
sick.
goal.
But
Vegas.
the thing is,
That's
too,
true.
I don't think Andy at any point had that and still doesn't have that power to be like, oh, now you give me a rematch clause. Nope. That was just the rematch clause in this contract. We're not going to make a new one. Right? So I don't think he even has any say in it, which sucks because, you know, again, he's a champion now, but I don't think he has any say in anything that's happening.
I still think he beats him no matter what.
I think so. I think it's a repeat.
And so when the dust settles, who do you think is going to be the top heavyweight? After all the fights, the Fury versus Wilder rematch, the Joshua versus Wilder, Joshua versus Fury.
Deontay, man. Deontay.
You think so?
He's a monster.
Tell that to that guy right there.
You like Deontay?
He's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think he beats Fury, though. Again.
Nah, not Fury. He don't beat Fury, but I don't know. Deontay's just up there. He's on top.
Yeah, with me, with
That's crazy power, dude.
Yeah.
You ever try that in the
power.
gym? Just like swing from Alabama? Just like,
Nah, that's just him.
That's
He's
crazy.
He's just a fighter. He's
That's the
nothing
thing
else.
with Deontay. Like, I know a lot of people are on something, but I don't actually think Deontay Wilder is actually on something. Because if he's something, he wouldn't be weighing in 212 pounds, like, compared to the
Yeah.
other guys. He's just physically, like,
He just swings.
swings.
So we just have
He
that
thinks
natural
of
power.
all of his struggles and just.
well, most
Yeah.
guys are on something to lose weight
Yeah.
to begin with, so he wouldn't be heavier.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, with me, just getting that Tyson Fury getting knocked down, it has to have done something mentally, like, fuck, I got to get back in this ring with this guy. Even though I boxed him for,
I could see
11
Fury
out of
getting
12?
knocked out.
I can see, because I feel like
Yeah.
that punch, it landed, but it
I
didn't
can see
land
anybody get knocked out.
It didn't land the way he's landed on other guys that.
Yeah, but you can't forget that Fury won like 10 rounds
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
fight.
That's why that fight was like so weird because people say, "Oh, that was like such an exciting fight." I think the fight was like pretty okay, but
It was exciting
the
for us because we
ending.
like
Exciting.
Fury.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the
But he
it was
won
the
most-
ending
yeah.
that made it what it
If
is.
Fury wins by decision, everyone's like, that was a boring fight. Like,
See, but I think that's why Wilder's face was like that when he got up
Yeah.
because I think he thought, "Oh shit, he might beat me
Yeah.
by decision," even though I just did what I did.
Famous comparisons. It's like Martinez Chavez.
here
Jr.,
we go.
Right? It's just like
Yeah.
it was a wipeout, but that last round just made it super like.
Yeah.
See, and I hate this is like kind of off topic, but I,
I
hate
hate
that. I
Chavez
hate
Jr.
that like they fuck. Chavez is always talking about that, like, oh,
Yeah.
what I did to Martinez. Bitch,
Yeah.
that was one fucking round, one moment, and you were getting washed the
Yep.
entire fucking fight.
For
I
real.
hate when he brings that up. It might be because I love Martinez, you know. It might be because of that. But I don't like when people bring that up. Like,
Chavez Jr.
oh,
is just
Chavez
annoying.
had him.
He's just-
That's like saying Jesse Vargas had Timothy Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says
Which
that
he
a lot
said
too.
he
He's
did.
like, I had you, and every time
For 10
before when he
seconds. Out of 36
and,
minutes.
and I
okay.
think what made that worse is that the ref stopped it because he thought it was like it was a 10-second
Yeah.
mark,
I
but
was there.
he waved it. You
I was
were
there.
Yeah.
poor
He heard the.
yeah.
Right?
I was
Jesse
so
just can't catch a
confused.
break. Yeah, so they thought they had stopped it, but it was actually he thought the
Yep.
fight was over. So that whole was a clusterfuck.
Yep.
But still, I think like Bradley beat you the majority of the rounds, and you like had him hurt for like 5
For
seconds.
25 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah.
35 minutes and
And
50
they
seconds.
never let that shit go. They're like, "Well, I had you." Like,
Can't wait wins
you
here.
kind of didn't, but okay, like you can't finish it.
No, he's going to get a reality check when he's here, man.
Oh my god.
Adan, what is your favorite match like you've seen in all of boxing history?
Canelo versus Cotto.
Canelo? Okay.
Yeah, that was history right there. Not only the Mexican versus Puerto Rican, rivalry, but it was just like a beautiful boxing lesson that both men they fought very well and very smart. And it was just like I liked it just watching to learning off of and see that so much skill was involved in one fight.
Do you feel like Canelo was showing a lot of respect to
Way
Cotto?
too much respect.
Yeah, he
You think so?
was.
Yeah.
A lot.
He
I
coulda
thought he
knocked him
was
out.
being lazy.
No, he was.
Like I was pissed after that fight. I was pissed on both ways because I expected more footwork and the left hooks from Cotto because we know Cotto has
Yeah.
those sick ass left hooks,
No.
right?
I
So
think
I was
Canelo's
expecting
hook
that.
slowed him down.
No.
man.
So yeah, but I feel like they both weren't. They didn't have a sense of urgency, either of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this fight was good, but it could have been better
They
in
were-
both of them.
Yeah, for Canelo, there was two reasons. One, thank you for making me this amount of money, and then two, thank you for buying me more time so I don't have to fight Triple G right now.
Well, he
Yeah.
gave up the belt like
He
15,
gave it to
Yeah.
him, no?
15 days after.
Yeah, I think for me that fight showed like Canelo's maturity, because he was like, I'm winning. I don't really have to like go out there and kill myself. Fuck the fans.
Yeah. No, I love that
It's kind of
highlight
like
reel.
against Danny Jacobs. He was just like, all right, take this W.
No, but that
fighting the legend.
fight was tough, I think.
Which
That
one?
was
For
for
Canelo, I think.
Which one?
With
Cotto?
Jacobs. No, with
Oh,
Jacobs.
Well, because of the weight.
Because of the weight. But I think it wasn't like, I think Cotto was easier because of the weight too.
Yeah.
you know. But I
That
love that
motherfucker's
highlight
tricky.
reel though. When
I'm pretty sure his brother was in his mind. Like, his brother almost knocked me out. I'm gonna be
Nah,
careful with this
that
guy.
was years ago.
I'm gonna be
I
careful
don't
with
think
this
so.
guy.
I don't think. No.
That left hook.
No, well, that's
His
why I want
brothers-
Caleb Smith because I'm like, damn, imagine Canelo fucking up brothers. Like, he fucked the Cottos up. Now he's gonna do with Caleb Smith.
Canelo's probably looking at him. Tu hermano me pegó más duro.
I know. Oh, that's fucked up. No, he did have respect, but I feel like he also was lazy because that was back then. We still had like the stamina issues.
Since you follow Canelo, do you think that there's something more to his knee? Do you think there's something going on with his left knee?
I heard, didn't he have surgery on it or
He
something?
had it a lot last year.
lot,
yeah.
and then he's always wearing that.
He's been wearing it ever
that
since.
brace.
Yeah, it could be something, man.
Because you're never 100%, right? Like, as a fighter, are you?
Always
There's
getting
always
hurt.
something
Always
hurting.
Yeah, always something.
But that left knee though is something interesting because that's where he takes the most power, right? When you're bringing in that right hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can't really speak on that. You know, I don't really know, but that is like kind of like it's questionable.
Yeah.
How there's something. You always see like a knee brace or something on his knee.
Man.
He had that since like the fight with Amir Khan, no? He had like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
weird
yeah,
shit
I
on
think
his
so.
knee.
Either has a knee brace or the tape.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, Khan was that tough.
And moving.
Man, yeah, but that Canelo Cotto, that was a fun card because who was in that undercard? Miura.
Ring him though. I was
No,
sleeping.
that
No,
was
no.
fucking Miura
Vargas-
versus
Vargas.
That
Yeah.
fight was the
Yeah.
best.
Do you remember that fight?
That shit was crazy.
I saw it at the
Vargas?
movies.
Vargas versus
Yeah,
Miura.
that was a badass
sick.
The only thing I didn't like about that card is like they had like a mini concert in between.
We
That
seen
shit was
Yandel?
weird. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is
Yeah,
happening
I think
here?
they had Yandel perform.
They had like
yeah.
a mini show.
Well, you should have seen what happened on Saturday.
Yanda doing the
But I
national
think that was
anthem.
Like
because
singing,
I think that was because of Cotto, right?
Yeah.
Like Yandel.
We had some singing in our card.
the same guy as last time.
No, this Saturday.
Some hip hop show.
We had some hip hop
It
shows.
was
Oh, and then
two
we had a
back to
singer.
back to- It was back to back.
Then we had the
wasn't it?
national anthem too.
Oh, the guy can sing.
Yeah,
though.
we had a singer.
After the
He can
fifth fight.
sing.
The guy can sing.
He can sing, dude.
We had to stand up for the national anthem of the fifth fight. That was kind of weird.
Chris had a teardrop. Man.
So, like, when you watch those fights, like, live, does it make you want to hop in there?
Yeah, like I can't watch
Hold
one
my
fight
shit.
with staying still, man.
Yeah, hold my-
Man,
yeah,
I
bro, hold
wanna-
my mic.
I want to fight already.
You have your fist like this.
Like this all the time.
You hear the bell, you're already ready.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, even watching sparring, like you just watching sparring, like damn, man, I want to get in there
I
already.
can take this guy.
It's like music to your ears, son. It's like
Yeah.
music
Tag
to your
team.
ears.
Hearing somebody get socked.
So, what can you tell us about your next fight? You said you're ready to go, right?
Yeah, I'm ready
This
to
month?
go. I'm always improving, always looking to improve, and I either knock them out or I make them look like amateurs. I feel
Is
like
it on
I-
Boxer?
I
Make 'em look
got that type of
foolish.
shit.
Yeah.
Does it show his opponent?
Is it still to be determined, or has he been announced? Your opponent?
I don't know. My people's they
Okay,
they
they handle
working
that.
on yeah. I
Do
don't
you
ask
usually,
questions.
when you know your opponent, do you scout them right away, or do you just focus on you?
Yeah, I just focus on me. On training on becoming a better me, and let them train to fight me. I train to just win and become a better me.
What do you do in your free time when you're not boxing?
Fortnite, right?
Nah, who be on Fortnite with this? I know one of y'all be
I
on
don't know,
Fortnite.
dude.
Nah,
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I don't. My homies be on it, not me.
Lily, right? Your kids are on Fortnite?
They just know the dances, but they don't
Okay.
really like the game. Not really. I think there's just cause little dances that they.
The first time I heard about it was Delfimo. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, Fortnite. I'm like, the
Well,
fuck is a
Virgil's
Fortnite?
also hella into
Oh,
Fortnite.
yeah.
That's what they do in at their
Wait,
house.
Virgil
That's
Ortiz?
weird.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They play Fortnite.
What do you do? You show?
I be eating.
I'm
I be
eating.
in the gym.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing. I don't be getting too wild or nothing.
That's good.
Get
Your
in the
pops be in your
swimming pool,
ear?
man.
Todo con balance.
Your pops be in your ear?
Yeah, he be on me too. Not as much, but he be on me.
Not as much.
You don't watch any other sports?
Only I like watching basketball when it's like in the finals.
Yeah.
That's when it gets like
Who do you
really-
follow?
Lakers, but man.
It's all right. It's all
It
right.
look like
It's
it
all
look
right.
like we got a good team
Yeah,
now.
it's all right.
Finally,
It's all right.
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah.
But lately,
Yeah.
lately, I don't know.
It's all right. No, it's all right.
Shout out to Alex Fernandez. He was here last week. He said they're going to take it. That's what he said.
I
The
would like
Lakers?
to bet them.
So they're going to take it.
What was the poll like? I think you put a post up, no?
Yeah.
What was the percentage? What was?
I think it was close, dude. A lot of people started putting no.
Haters.
I'll
Para
check
darte
it
la
right
contra,
now.
¿verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Gio probably posted this. Fuck him. Man.
Fuck the Lakers. What do you think about the Clippers?
Man, they got Leonard now, so they only got Leonard and Paul George, don't.
Oh, George. Yeah, the like 6 billboards are already up, man.
Oh yeah,
Not the
Yeah,
91.
I'm noticing that.
It's 91 up to 710. Yep.
54% yes, 46
I don't
no.
know why he did that. Everybody was expecting him to come to
Yeah, to the Lakers.
LA, but he went to the wrong LA.
I went to the wrong LA.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good, though. To me, I just like... I don't think I would have been too happy with the super team that would have been 3 bigs. I would have been like, I like
Yeah,
that. I like that
true.
competitive. It's
Yeah, it is
competitive
gonna
now.
be. Now it's gonna be competitive.
Yeah,
LA Lakers would always sweep the Clippers.
yeah.
Now it's actually
Man,
gonna
Clippers are. It was not cool to go for the Clippers, dude. Back then, it was not the cool thing.
Wait,
Nobody liked the Clippers.
With Corey McGetty then?
Yeah, Corey McGetty, Chris Kaman. It's like, what? You go for the
Yeah.
Clippers? No, you don't. Stop
Yeah.
playing. Your manager's here, right, Jen?
be. Jen,
Would you like to have some few words? Promote his next fight.
she being shy.
I saw her on Beat the Counts podcast too.
For real.
Yeah.
Spin some jewels.
Well, it's August 24th. We don't know his opponent just yet, but I mean, he's going to 11 right now. So usually we're going to try to have this whole year pretty much matched up for him. So he has 2 more fights, and then we're going to plan out all of next year for him. So
Nice.
I mean, we're looking at getting him a title shot in 2 years from now.
Ooh,
So,
Ooh.
yeah.
nice.
So he's on
Nice.
a very strong path right now.
And you do have a belt right now, right? The GBO.
Yeah,
Is
the
that right? You
GBO
forgot
belt.
in your car?
Yeah. I brought it, but I forgot it. in the car.
You always carry it?
Nah, I be forgetting a lot.
You have to carry like a diploma, right?
Yeah.
GBO. Nice. The fights we've been to that I've seen, like, man, they've been exciting. And again, like, you don't play around when you're in there. You put in some hurt, and I mean, people love that. People love that action that you put in. And so, yeah, dude, we're looking
try
forward to
my
seeing
best.
that fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see where you go. But let me ask you: do you listen like to the crowd or to the people in your corner? Do you hear anything, or are you just locked and loaded like when you're in the ring?
Yeah, I hear the people and listen to the people that I gotta listen to. I hear everybody else, but you just gotta know how to change the voices up and know who's who and what to listen to and what makes sense at the moment.
Do you get nervous at all, Jen, when he fights?
This is actually going to be my first fight with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had another fighter before. I don't get nervous. I'm just more of, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I mean, I have a lot of confidence in what they do when I see them sparring and everything. But when it always comes down to that day, it's just like you just never know what's going to happen in this sport. So it's more of a fear of, hopefully everybody comes out okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because injuries can happen, right? Or you feel sick that morning or something
Yeah.
weird like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's the other thing. The last week, you want to make sure that they're doing everything appropriate. Even if they had a heavy meal in the morning, that's when you're just like, man, can that affect them? Or,
Yeah.
so it's just really watching what they're doing the day before and the day of.
Mm-hmm. So stiffer competition down the road?
I'm sorry?
A stiffer competition down the road?
Oh, yeah.
What are some advice that you give him? Like, what do you tell him? Like, next coming years, this is what it's gonna look like. What do you tell him?
When it comes down to fighters, you really don't tell them much. It's more of the team that does it. So they have to be confident no matter what. So whatever you put on them, we've already had to have done our homework, and then when we present it to him, he's just ready to go. So mostly that's how the fighters are. But we try to give them less stress because then they start overthinking. So we just got to make sure that they just focus on the actual camp.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah.
they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Just ready there.
Yeah.
Ready to go and do their job.
Yeah, Adan's
Nice.
actually different. I mean, when I see him, like, he just wants to just fight anybody, so which is good,
Shit, I better be careful.
Yeah. Even when he's sparring, one of the things that I notice is, like, he corrects you. So if you have your hands on or whatever the case is, he's going to call you out basically on that. And I think that you don't see a lot of sparring that way, so.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And what are some things that you notice from your game that you're like, I got to improve on this. I got to, do this better?
I feel like, more combinations, better combinations.
Mm-hmm.
I focus a lot on combinations, on throwing them and accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
I love being accurate in everything. And all my punches, I want to make sure they land where I want them to land.
Nice.
Do you ever just go on YouTube and watch some tapes like before to get hyped up?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's me doing homework, watching YouTube on Canelo, Earl Spence, Marquez, just taking stuff from all of them and making it into my own person.
Arrow against Sean Porter. Who you got?
It's gonna be tough, but I feel like he's gonna catch him.
I catch.
But it's gonna be tough though in the beginning until he catches him.
Do you see Porter making that fight a little bit messy, a little bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen Spence told him, man, you better not headbutt me and stuff. I seen that was funny.
He's a football player, right? So
Yeah.
he's used to like them tackles.
Yeah.
You can see it in the way he trains. Also, he's over there moving and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to me, him boxing Ugas makes me think, I'm like, is he trying to like, work on his like boxing to see he's gonna implement it with Errol, or is he gonna stick to his like natural, type of style? So to me, that's
Earl's a lot taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
should
gonna have
box.
to work to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in there.
Cut that distance.
And he's a
and
southpaw too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be it's a good fight.
Sean Porter's a good fighter too. So
Yeah.
he's always ready. Every fight I seen, he's always ready.
Yeah, with Porter, he's one of those fighters that was just like underneath like the top welterweights, but he got beat by what? He lost to Thurman,
Keith Thurman and
Kell Brook.
Kell Brook.
Kell
That
Brook,
was the first one.
but he dug deep and he's like, you know what?
Beat Danny Garcia.
Beat Dan Garcia, wouldn't be denied, and finally got that title. So.
Which he's one of your favorites, right, Danny? Danny
Yeah,
Garcia?
Like
Danny's
Danny?
Cool. I like Danny.
What do you like most about Danny?
The way he is, man. The way he walks and acts. I like that.
Oh, you like that? Oh, you know
Yeah.
what?
I noticed that on Saturday.
Yes, I was gonna say
I
that,
was
like the
like-
shirt.
Yeah, with the whole
Yeah,
shirt
Danny-
thing and the
Danny's
way he.
cool, man.
Yeah, I mean that works, right? That's you got to be able to show your own style.
Yeah, that everything's good except for the girls.
Whoa.
I know he's like.
Tell us.
Seems like girls are always like the downfall.
Yeah,
That's the trend I'm
Mike
seeing here.
Tyson.
Oh my. Chavez, didn't he? After
Chavez?
that Canelo fight, he got robbed by some girls.
Oh, I thought you meant the dad.
Nah,
And supposedly the
Saint
dad used to have
Junior.
like, that video, right? Was it after Canelo? I think it was.
Yeah, it
Remember
was
that
a-
video?
It was after Canelo.
Yeah,
it was
they
the
had,
night.
like,
They had hookers or something, and
Yeah.
they robbed him for his money. I think his paycheck too, but they couldn't get away with the paycheck. I believe they got away with the money though.
Oh dang.
But supposedly his dad used to throw parties like with the actresses and models in Mexico and stuff.
Dang.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah, it just takes that one girl that is just basically gonna come in, and I mean, if you find love, you find love. That's just what bottom line what it is. But the majority of these girls are not out there to find love. They're just there to. If they see pro boxer, they're like, all right, I'm going for it. So.
I'm taking notes here.
Yeah, and then you never know. There might be that one girl where a guy falls head over heels, and although they say it's never gonna happen, and then next thing you know, the girl's like, "Well, stay with me," and then they don't want to be a pro boxer anymore. It's like, what?
Wow.
So
Right.
yeah, you just never know. And there's a lot of people that are investing their time, investing their money.
Yeah.
So when a fighter does that or ends up just leaving, everything's done. Your
Yeah.
life, their life may continue, and they're happy. But all these people that invested, sponsors, promotion companies, everything stops for them. And it's a lot of sacrifice that comes on that end.
You got a good manager.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's becoming a topic now, right? We heard the thing with Teofimo,
Uh huh.
right? That he got married,
got
and,
married.
and his family didn't
Went to
attend
the wedding.
wedding.
because they didn't,
Dang, that's crazy.
I guess,
didn't hear
accept her.
It's a cold world.
And then Keith Thurman, they were making a big deal because he got married and that he was distracted with other things.
Yeah, it's if you're saying that you want to be a pro boxer and a world champion, for these younger guys, they just have to sacrifice, the 2-3 years. A boxer's lifespan is usually 5 years. So for them, just sacrifice that, and then you have your whole life ahead of you. But
True.
if you really want it, just that little bit. It's like going to school and universities. You got to do it sometimes 4-7 years. Lawyers, doctors. So it's the same thing in the sport. Just that little time, and then once you get that championship level, then of course you just move on with your life from there. And prime example would be Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, he still does what he has to do. He's a very family man, but he's balanced right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, it's the topic that we were just discussing with
Virgil too.
T Senior, where he's very strict with his son, but and he said he echoed those same words. He's like, it's a short career.
Yeah.
You only have that certain window of time in your in your prime years, and so yeah, I think he said something. I can't say this here, but he pretty much did say like, afterwards, I'll help you find like a wife. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's all game afterwards, But
Year 45, something
yeah,
like that.
I mean, they're gonna come. Some of these guys like freak out, like I'm never gonna calm down. Like
Yeah.
especially when you're there, they're gonna come. But if it happens to come in between their career, you can't stop love, but the person has to also respect like what you're doing and stand their ground.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Remember, Chris, we went to the Microsoft fights with Caleb Plant, and we joke about this now, but like I guess there was this one fighter that lost.
Oh, yeah.
He got knocked out, or he just lost. I can't remember. But
I think he was stopped.
Yeah, but I think he got stopped. But his girlfriend or fiance was there, and like she
In
like,
his
hugged
corner.
him. Yeah, in his corner.
I don't know. There was an older lady. I don't know if it was his mom or auntie or I don't know, but it was all family, and his wife or girlfriend was part of the his team, basically his corner, and he proposed right
Yeah, he
after the fight.
proposed.
Yeah, even
That
though
was
he
in
lost.
boxing, because I know that happened in UFC too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was boxing. It was the Plant undercard, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we joked about it, like that's a keeper. That's how you know.
Yeah.
'Cause, like
He
you're
just got stopped, and then she still said yes.
She
Yeah.
said-
Yeah. Because you're
She's
right.
like, Let
You're
me see the bank account real fast. Okay. I guess. No.
Yeah. Because like you said, Adan, you're gonna be in this world surrounded by like girls that just want that fame, that attention. Because you're
I'm
pro
scared
boxer.
now.
Yeah. It's
So-
crazy. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. The majority, I could say, they're not there to do anything nice, or again, they just see that, and some of them don't even know about boxing, so they don't know what these guys are going through. That there's, I think in his division, about like 1,500 of them, so they don't know all of that.
Yeah.
So in their mind, they're just like, oh, he's already
making money. He's a
Exactly,
professional.
like calm down, people, like
Yeah.
please. So it's us as a team we're just here to just try to make sure to keep him focused, and that's basically it. So, but I mean, well, again with Adan, I see something different. I can see his focus is just 100% in boxing. So.
And then how do you stay grounded? How do you keep from those distractions?
Fortnite.
I just know what I want in
I
this
just
life.
eat.
Yeah.
Who's
The
my
girl slips in the DM. Oh, I'm going.
I'm going to Olive Garden.
I just know what I want to, where I want to go, and what I want to do in this sport. So that keeps me highly motivated.
Yeah.
So you're like very serious about it, because a lot of young guys, like, they're kind of like in doubt. They're like 4-0 and they're like, maybe I can be something big. But I see that you're like, I'm in this.
I'm gonna be something. I'm not here to, like Conor McGregor says, I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over.
There you go.
And you're 21 years old, so
Yeah.
hopefully you have a lot more years, man, because it's looking
I plan
promising.
on it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, a lot of these boxers come in, they have no idea what they're doing. They take B cards, like they have no idea what it is in this sport. You know, unfortunately, some of them aren't going to make it. Some of them want to come from overseas. Like, there's a lot of people that hit me up that want me to work with them, but I'm just like, they don't understand that there's a lot of factors in boxing. I mean, Adan has got pretty much everything that we look for. I mean, he's a good ticket seller. He's a good-looking kid. He's up and coming. He's very young. So for us, it's like all the check marks are there. So for him, and he's a good boxer, good amateur record. So he's got everything.
Yeah, because you see people with families already, right? They're 25 years old. They got kids. They got a wife. And you're kind of like
16 and pregnant. Like, I mean, they start soon. Like, these guys are crazy. But I mean, I sometimes say it's better for me to get them with a girlfriend than without, because it's easier, because at least
They're
the girls,
settled.
yeah, the girls keeping them grounded. They don't do much. And I mean, for the most part, I've seen the girls have a lot of respect for it. But when they're single, it's like, it's going to be a little bit of tough work, or reminding them, you know. But it's always good when a parent is involved as well too, because then it makes my job easier, because I definitely don't want to be sitting there telling you, don't be talking to girls, don't do all that stuff. Like, no thanks.
Interesting.
Do you ever advise, like, if you see like a girl like getting close and like, hey, don't talk to that one.
No, I mean, I think for me,
we sound like parents, dude. Adan is just like, what
we
the
network. We started networking together. So if I see a girl, obviously my job is to make sure that it's a fan base. You know, she's
Yeah.
coming up. I mean, I always have the photographer, videographer, so they're taking pictures, you're doing all of that stuff. But I mean, if we see it's anything crazy, I mean, obviously I'll be his bodyguard at that point. Switch on the right. So, but I mean, I've never seen anything crazy like that.
no,
I mean, but
no signing bras or anything like
no,
that.
no. I mean, until he gets like bigger, and then we see some girls going crazy, like, then for sure we got to make something different.
I'm gonna be laughing if in the next time we'll have you have a girlfriend already.
Yeah.
You gotta fire that manager, yo.
We don't like her.
Conversation.
She don't want us to be together.
I'm gonna have to have an interview with her beforehand. No.
You gonna screen them?
Yeah.
No.
Send me your resume.
Not at all.
No, you don't have to tell us because you are gonna do it.
Asking questions about boxing, see if they know him, right?
Yeah.
What's the email so they send the resumes?
No, right?
Yeah.
Jen's Fitness. No, I'm just kidding.
Anything you want to promote? Your Instagram or websites or anything?
No, mostly about Adan right now. So you on my Instagram, I make it all about the fighters. So yeah.
Where can we follow you?
Instagram at ACO126.
Yeah,
Hey.
straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we at?
We are time-wise, we're like 10 over.
All right,
So we gotta wrap it up.
Where can they follow us?
On all social media platforms against DA-ropes, and on our website againstdaropes.online. So this is where you guys can see all the podcasts. Yeah.
Are we gonna have a guest on this?
This Friday?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, should we tell them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. Who are we having?
We're gonna have Paulo Cesar Cano coming on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Episode 48. Yeah, we're
2
losing
shows in
track.
1 week.
Yeah, 2 shows.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Any last words you want to tell the fans, all the boxing fans listening, Adan?
Watch out for me because I'm on the come up.
Hey, there we go. And next fight,
August 24th in the sports arena.
Pico Rivera.
Yeah.
Where can they get tickets?
Right now, they can go to Red Promotions Instagram, and then they have the link on there, or their link's also going to be available on his Instagram.
hey, there we go.
Yeah.
What
Or
can
at
we
the
expect?
door. You could get them at the door.
At the
too.
door. All right,
Yeah.
cool. What can we expect from Adan?
I mean, this year, again, we're going to close off 2. I think the next year, we really want to reach out to WBC and see if we can get him a WBC youth belt. Yeah, I mean, I think he's more than qualified to do that, but definitely it's going to be, you're going to see a lot more of him. People are going to know his name by the end of this year. Like, he's going to be well known in this industry.
Yeah, and like Gio said it best, man. Out of Compton, you need role models, bro. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
you.
All right. I'm more than happy.
No
to do
pressure.
it.
No pressure.
You don't do it for the gram. You do it for Compton.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we're both from Compton, so it's going to be good.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I told him if we could do some volunteer work out of that, would be amazing. So.
Nice. You have any crazy stories?
For me, I'm
She said,
33.
where do I start?
Yeah, well, I'm 33.
What
so,
high school did you go to?
I Lusinger. We moved out of.
Oh, that's in
Compton.
what, Torres, Hawthorne area?
Yeah, but Lusinger wasn't any better. Yeah, but
Really?
no, my God,
Huh.
no. We literally had security check us to see if we had any guns.
Now
going
it's
in.
not that bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This generation is not bad at all anymore. So, yeah, I mean, growing up for me in Compton, we'd have to be before the sunlight. We have to be in, and then we would literally see the cars going by, ready to do drive-bys. So it was pretty crazy. I mean, when you got a neighbor and his nickname is Big Mac, it's like that's how crazy it is in the hood. So I mean, I got knocked out in first grade. So that's and by a guy. So that's how
What?
crazy it is in there. Like these
Yeah.
guys are ruthless. They don't care. You're in their way. They won't move. So it's a lot of stuff seen in there. But we did end up moving into some white schools after that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's changed a lot, right? Compton has changed a lot too. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I hope you make it big, dude, so people can see that it's not just this crime-ridden city, right? It's changed a lot, and like I said, you have the opportunity to be that one guy in boxing, all right?
Yep. Definitely.
They invite us to your fights in Vegas in 3 to
In 5 years.
All the Compton's gonna be in Vegas when
There
I'm
you
up there.
There you go.
All right, any other stuff we got to promote?
I think that's it.
I think that's it, right? All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Adan.
Love to
Thank
have
you guys for
back.
coming.
no,
Yeah,
thank
you guys are
so much
welcome
for
back
having me.
anytime.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right,
that.
thank you.
Yeah, I told Adan we want to have him back during the fall. They have a boxing club here at school, so he can
Yeah.
connect with the students here
Yeah,
as well.
definitely. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Because that's it.
Episode 47 in the books. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back this week once again. 2 shows in 1 week. Once again, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
You guys will be back. You guys promised,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
All right, thank you guys. You want to play that song?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got that song on deck?
Y pura fuerza regia, viejo. Otro pedo,
Like you're doing that bounce out into the ring.
You start knocking us out, swinging and stuff.
I'm going to back up.
I know, right? I feel like swinging.
You already know I said I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas, un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.